So now we're going to start drawing the portrait. First, we're going to start with the head. The head shape is an oval. So make sure you make your oval nice and big because we're going to be focusing on the features of the face. So I'm going to start kind of at the top of the page and go all the way down. Notice how the top of the head is a little bit bigger than the bottom of the head. It's kind of like an upside down egg. Then we're going to move on to the neck. Make sure your neck's not too skinny. It needs to support your head, so it's just slightly thinner than your head. Little curve. After you got your neck in, you're going to do your shoulders. And your shoulders are a lot wider than your head, so you're going to bring your shoulders all the way out, and it might even cut off on the paper. So shoulder, shoulder. And now you have that basis for your portrait. If you mess this up at all, just erase it. That's why I had you guys get an eraser. You'll probably have to redo the head a couple of times. If I'm looking at my head, I have this big old bulge here. Maybe I need to erase. Maybe I need to fix some of my head as well. So don't feel like your first try has to be your last. You can play around with it, fix up whatever you need to fix up. All right, so moving on, the next step, we are ready to draw these facial features. We're going to learn about proportion here. And we are going to start with our eyes. So our eyes are located in the middle of our face. So halfway between your head and your chin is your eyes. And what's really helpful to do is to very, very lightly draw a guideline. This is a very light guideline. So you want to make sure that your eyes are the shape of maybe a football or an almond. Make sure they're not too small, but also make sure they're not too big. So I'll start one on one side. And when you start to draw eyes, there should be an entire eye able to fit in between your two eyes, the same size. So it's about that wide if I'm kind of measuring with my fingers. Start the other one over here. Another football almond shape, roughly the size of the other. Trying my best. Okay, so now I have the two sizes of the eyes. Now what I'm going to do is make the iris. The iris is the colored part of your eye. So you are going to create kind of like circles that touch the top and the bottom of the outside part of the eye. So these circles should, again, touch the top and bottom. And those are the irises. Okay? Then you've got the pupil. The pupil's a lot smaller. And if you want, you can even color that in. You can even make the pupil really whatever size you want. Usually when you're looking into the light, your pupil is smaller, and when you're in the dark, it's bigger. Just depends what you want to do. Don't color that whole thing in though, because that's going to be the color of your eye. So next what we're going to do is do the nose. Your nose is halfway between your eyes and your chin. So I'm going to, again, draw another guideline halfway between my eyes and my chin. Okay? And your nose is actually roughly the size of, or the length of your eyes, between your eyes. So you're going to start by just drawing a very light, slight U shape for that nose. If you mess up, again, just erase, no big deal. After you do that, you're going to draw two little tiny ovals on the sides to show your nostrils. Okay, and then around that are the outsides of your nose. So next, you are going to go ahead and do the lines that go up all the way to your eyebrows. Now, your eyebrows aren't right above your eye line here. So I'm going to curve a line to above my eye, do a nice slight curve to above my eye. Okay? And that actually will start your eyebrows. Your eyebrows can be really expressive. So you can show any sort of emotion with your eyebrows. You can show anger, you can show excitedness, you can show just being melancholy or no emotion at all. But when I do eyebrows, usually I do it a couple different ways. You can either make your eyebrow outline. By the way, notice that your eyebrows are wider than your eye. So it goes past where the eye goes. You can either do it like that and of course color it in, or you can draw them like dominoes going all the way down past your eye. And then of course later you can change it, fix it however you want. So now we've got eyebrows, eyes, and nose. It's time for the mouth. The mouth is also halfway from your nose to your chin. So we're just going to draw that light line again. We're going to draw two other lines though. Your mouth usually goes to the middles of your eye. So you can also draw a light line going down to the where you're going to put your mouth. So after you do that, you're going to draw a curve going from that side to that side. That's going to be your bottom lip. It'll start your bottom lip. I know it looks kind of funny right now. But let's finish that bottom lip by kind of closing it off, making it kind of look like a banana. Okay? After that, right above that part, you're going to draw just a little curve. This little U shape right in the middle. And actually, I'm realizing I made it a little too much to the left. So I'm going to try and really center that, make it right in the middle. Okay? This little U shape is right under your nose. So now what I'm going to do is curve it down to the bottom lip, curve it down to the bottom lip, and then I want to make sure I make that lip. I'm going to make the mouth open, so I'm going to make a third line to make the mouth open. And if I want, I can go ahead and add in some teeth. Teeth can look kind of weird sometimes, so maybe I'm only going to put a couple teeth in here. All right, so my person is smiling. Very exciting. So after I do the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, then I can move on to the ears. So your ears are going to be in line with your eyes, this line here that you drew. The top of it is at that line. So a little very, very slight oval from the top of your eyes to the bottom of your nose. So there's an ear, and then same thing, bottom of your nose to the top or to the eye line there. A very slight oval. And I'm going to erase that because I clearly messed up there. Okay, there we go. So now you have your person with eyes, nose, mouth, ears, eyebrows. You got a neck. You have shoulders. This is the basic person, basic part of a person. Once you have all of this, what you can do is erase those guidelines, and you should be able to erase them because you drew them very lightly. Okay? And so I'm erasing the guidelines. And maybe since I have my person here, I want to make sure that they have the same eyebrows. So I will make my eyebrows match now. Okay? And then for hair, your hair doesn't start up here. Your hair doesn't start all the way up there. It would be at the top of your head if your hair started there. Your hair actually starts maybe a quarter of the way down right here. You want to make sure you have hair that goes all the way down to your ears. Even if you're a boy, your hair goes all the way down to your ears. Wherever you part your hair, even if you don't part your hair goes all the way down to your ears. Okay? If you're a girl or a boy. So now you've got eyes, nose, mouth, neck, shoulders, ears, eyebrows. Now you can start customizing this as it is. So maybe you want to change the mouth, you can do that. Maybe you want to change the hair, do it. Add some earrings, add a scarf, add a shirt. Please add a shirt. You can give it a different expression. This is just basically how we're going to start the project. It is up to you on your own to add color, add any sort of pizzazz you want to add to your portrait.